Hello and welcome. This tutorial is going to be all about strings. Now, a string is a text variable in Python, and as we've seen, variables are just assigned by coming up with a funny name, or any name you like, and putting in either numbers or text. Now, Superman. Now, this is an example of a text variable, otherwise known as a string. So from now on, we will be using this terminology string to refer to some stored text in Python. And if we say Bobo, we see that Python has stored the word Superman inside Bobo. So now that we've revised what a string is, this is what we're going to be doing in this tutorial. We will be creating a string. Actually, we've done that already. We'll be doing some string multiplication, adding words together. We'll be capitalizing and the opposite, turning everything to lowercase. We'll be printing portions of a string. We'll do various formatting operations, and we'll even replace any specific character with another character. So let's start perhaps with multiplying. Now, multiplying strings is surprisingly easy. You can just go write string name times some number, and it prints it twice. So adding to a string, well, we can say Bobo, and then we can add some text. I don't know. Actually, let's use single quotation marks. Is at the zoo. Enter. Superman is at the zoo. So perhaps you would have rewritten it, Bobo plus, and this is when you add strings, you'll realize you need to add some spaces, is at the zoo. Lovely. Next up, let's have a look at dot upper and dot lower. So if we write Bobo dot upper, now dot upper, these brackets here simply mean that you're using a stored method inside Python. So there's a function hidden somewhere in memory, and some of those functions take arguments, inputs that we put into these brackets. When they don't, we have to put these brackets. If we don't, I think we're going to have, it says built-in method, but it doesn't work. So we have to say Bobo dot upper, papa, and we have capitalized Superman. If we write Bobo dot lower, we shall have Superman in all lowercase. So we also have a way to print out a portion of a string. Now, this is a scenario where the string is stored as, well, a set, an array of characters. And computers start listing things from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I do this, Bobo 0, sorry, that was 0 to 1. So I think that this is going to print out the very first character of string Bobo. So it actually, the character 0 is the very first one, and this is like the upper bound that doesn't get reached. So if I go 0 to 2, it'll print SU, hopefully. Bobo 0 to 2. So now we can access only a portion of the string. And if we did Bobo to 8, let's see. Superman, R-man. Yeah, that's 8 characters, so we're going to do everything excluding the first 2, so I think we should get perman. Yeah. So that is how you print a portion of the string. Now there is also a neat formatting trick that I could show you. When you're printing out strings, you can Bobo dot center. And this is a perfect example where we use the built-in method, just like the upper was empty here, except here we're going to give an argument of how many characters do we want to print Bobo on. So there's going to be a 20 character print happening if I type in 20, And the other characters that are going to center Bobo could be, I don't know, an underscore. You'd have to put the other character in quotation marks, though. So now that should create that. And we could have done something similar with stars, for example, Bobo, that center. I don't know. Let's make it 25. 25, comma, quotation mark, star. There we go. So I think the only thing left to do, actually, is to teach you how to include special characters. Oh, yeah. So if we wanted to say Bobo equals to Super Ta Man, and if we wanted to print this, we just need to use one special character that is going to treat the quotation mark as if it's just a character, not something that begins or ends a string. And all you need to do in that case is use a backslash. Bingo. So I think now if we type in Bobo, we have super quotation mark man. So that's how we can include special characters. And last but not least, we are going to cover replacing a given letter. Okay, so it is a bobo.replace function. So if we go bobo.replace, now function and method are two ways to refer to something that's built into Python, and .replace is a built-in method. And what we type into .replace is we type in what character what we want to replace and what we want to replace it with. So we can replace, quote, Superman, and we can replace the P, comma, and replace it with a $sign. I don't know. Or maybe we can replace the S with a $sign. That would be kind of funny. S, comma, $sign. Superman with a $sign. And one thing worth noting before we exit out of here is that the only way Bobo ever changes is if we use an equal sign. So if I type in Bobo now, we're not going to have a Superman with a $sign. We're going to have the last Bobo that had an equal sign. So we're going to have essentially this come up. So it's not going to be the $sign. Have a look. B-O-B-O. So it's not going to be the $sign one, because Bobo only ever changes when we use the equal sign. Okay, I think we've covered everything we aim to cover in this tutorial. As you can see, there's just 4 or 5 very neat commands that let you play around with text. And we will be using these in the next tutorial to make an authentication program. Thank you. Alright, you got to the end and you may be wondering, where can you get the file or a PDF document of the same tutorial? Don't worry, the link is right under the video, which will take you to this page. The whole Python Fundamentals course, it is free, and you enroll, you enter, I don't know, I created a Gmail account, aussiejoeblow@gmail.com, got a password, and agree to the terms, sign up. It could be this easy, I think. And there you are. Pick a tutorial. You'll see the same tutorial as it is on YouTube, and you will have a PDF document that goes with and a downloadable file. So enjoy that and see you later.